So let's talk about the Surface Duo once again, this time in 2021. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Kwaku, and like I said in the intro, we're going back to the Surface Duo chatting. So it is 2021 as I'm recording this, and there's an update out, January update out for the Surface Duo, which I'm not really going to get deep into because it's just bug fixes mainly. But the interesting news with this whole thing is that Microsoft is releasing obviously the Surface Duo in other markets very soon, like some more markets. And with that, supposedly there's a new color variant, a black version, where if you know of anything with the Surface Duo, especially from watching this channel, you know that it only comes in white. And the specs on it, you have 128 gigs of storage or 256, no expandable storage. Also, it only comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So one interesting thing you'll note is that on Android, we typically get pretty much a minimum of 8 gigs of RAM. It's not as well optimized. Phones on Android aren't as well optimized as like iPhones that I have in my hand here. But we typically we start off with 8 gigs of RAM, and we have like Galaxy Notes that have 12. I think the Note in my pocket 10 Plus has 12, and I heard like the Galaxy S21 Ultra has like upwards of 16, I believe. Could be wrong, but like we have a lot of RAM, and all these devices, what they have in common is that they run off of just one screen, and they just power a camera processor, and that's it. So a device like the Surface Duo, it runs all right, but the main gripes with it was not its design. It was its execution in the software, in that it was very buggy and was very sluggish. Now, to me, that kind of sounds like because it has very low RAM and it needs more memory when it's powering 2 screens, just like a laptop here in front of me. It needs more RAM to power 2 screens. This laptop is 16 gigs of RAM. My desktop downstairs is 32 gigs of RAM because it powers a very, very big screen with a lot of power and performance out of it. So the Duo, it seems like it was kind of weird that Microsoft decided to go with just having 6 gigs of RAM. It works, but it could be better, especially with devices coming out with more RAM in the beginning as usual. But the other part was that I want to talk about was the future with this whole thing. Now, I did a series, Let's Talk About Surface Duo. I did that whole thing last year. It was multiple parts. You can see the playlist. In fact, I'll link to the playlist so you guys can see it. And part of the weird annoyance with it was that the camera was on the inside, so it was only front facing, because they wanted you to prop it up to do things, fold it back, have a reason to fold it backwards and all that stuff. But I kind of feel like Microsoft should have actually created a camera for the back of it too. It doesn't have to be the greatest camera in the world, because what Microsoft is targeting the Surface Duo for is more business usage. And so you have the 2 screens. You can have, say, Teams on one side. You can have your email on the other. You can have just a whole bunch of just random things just going on. And it seemed to have worked pretty well. I tried it out. I had it for a while. But my main gripe of returning it was obviously for the cost. You didn't get too much. You just got 2 screens. And that was pretty much it. The camera sucked. It was really buggy, especially at the time. It was just, and there's not much dual screen apps coming out. We have TikTok now that has a dual screen app. In fact, a quick thing, this channel, Next Windows, I put it on TikTok. I'm doing short form app reviews, or just app showcases essentially. So I did one on Taskbar X as well as modern flyouts. So there'll be more to come with that. Yeah, so we have that coming. Now, I'm looking on Windows Latest right now here on this iPhone, and I'm seeing here that Windows Latest reports that a Microsoft job listing was discovered, and it revealed a principal Android camera system architect and engineer whose role will be to develop both camera hardware and software for next-gen Surface products, kind of like the Surface Duo 2, which is considered a Surface product. Now, it says here, Microsoft noted that the engineer will work with the camera hardware team to create AI and ML features and enable computational photography to take image processing to the next level. And basically what they'll do is, says collaboration with the independent camera developers for new camera apps. It's possible Microsoft is going to engage with developers to create new camera apps with improved image processing features for consumers. It says expert knowledge of Android camera stack, implementation of AI and ML, and aka machine learning, and neural processing capability. and they need a lot of experience obviously for it. So you can see that Microsoft, with that listing alone, seems to be listening, that the camera was its biggest downfall in the Duo. Not so much that it didn't have two cameras, but the fact that that one camera there was terrible. And I tried to take food photography pictures. I have them. They were terrible. Even as bad as using this phone now, which has some issues with its camera. So they're working on camera improvements. Are they working on screen improvements? Anything else? They have an AMOLED screen on it. I think they have it a 5.6 inch AMOLED screen on the original Duo. They had two of them. Yep, they had two 5.6 inch AMOLED screens with a resolution total together of 1800 by 2700. So with both the screens, it counted for it together. Yeah, so that's what we so far have coming for the Surface Duo 2. We have, so far, it seems like Microsoft is researching or needs a camera guy, an Android senior camera guy who's going to really push the camera. I kind of want to see something with LiDAR embedded into the Surface Duo 2. I don't mind it being a little thicker. I know people will disagree with me, but if you make it a little thicker, not too thick, not Galaxy Note thick, but just a tiny bit thicker to make a better camera, put a better camera in it, maybe even better batteries in it, that would be great. NFC is a hit and a miss. I would like NFC so I can use mobile payments with it. Instead of just using a watch every single time, I'd much rather want NFC in it. Wireless charging, they don't really need to add it, but who knows, they might add it anyway. An IP rating, that'd be great, even though you probably shouldn't even be dipping your phone in water anyway. So with that whole thing, you got a camera improvement. You got, hopefully NFC comes for mobile payments. We got, let's say we have probably a better screen is going to come with that whole thing. I'm hoping for something with LiDAR or something that people can, like experts, professionals can really just like use it in a workplace as their main device for their workplace. If they need to measure things, they can use their Surface Duo. If they need to do anything, they can use their Surface Duo. And then when they go home, they can use their iPhone or other Android phone, let's say a Samsung or OnePlus. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of what you might want from a new Surface Duo, because it could come out this year. Who knows? We haven't gotten any new Surface devices for a while, so let's see. Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, take care and happy Thursday, everybody.